ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
Seven and eight together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Satkamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We'll do page number 12, not 12, 14. Sorry. Where is that? So, page number 10. Together. Sarvastaratu Durgani, Sarvastaratu Durgani, Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu, Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu, Sarvasat Buddhimapnotu, Sarvasat Buddhimapnotu. Page number 10. Sarvastaratu Durgani. Louder. Sarvastaratu Durgani. Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu. Sarvasat Buddhimapnotu. Sarvas Sarvatra Nandatu. We'll be seeing about Swami Vivekananda sayings about fearlessness. Fearlessness leads to success. Page number 44 onwards. Yes, Swamiji is saying that this world is a great gymnasium. What we find in gymnasium? The instruments to strengthen us, to strengthen our muscles and body or other organs, isn't it? In the same way, this world is a great gymnasium. They will let us to do exercise. What we exercise? Our emotions, feelings, attitudes, intellectual and mental capacities. All these can be exercised in this great gymnasium of the world. But what makes us to restrain ourselves from doing this? That is fear. Because of fear, we cannot attempt many things in this life. We have to get rid of that fear. We have to overcome that fear. The first step is we must have to attempt. If we are able to attempt, you can explore the infinite possibilities that are there in this world. Otherwise, you will be a loser. To make an attempt, to get an experience, to explore that possibility, you lose the chance. That's why Swami is saying, we have come here to make ourselves strong. our attitudes, our feelings, our emotions, our moral capacities, physical capacities, mental capacities, and intellectual capacities. All these things will be get strengthened when we start doing exercise experiments, or that means that attempts to explore the infinite possibilities that are there in this world. For all these things, for all these attempts, one thing, that is the fear of attempting is a main obstacle in this way. You have to overcome them. And as usual, I am saying, Swamiji has been saying all the time, you are all powerful and your true nature is infinite. You are the soul, you are ever free, you are almighty, you are ever good, ever beneficent, selfless, bereft of limitations. Like this, Swamiji was telling about the nature of the soul, nature of the man. Swamiji is again and again reminding this, like hypnotizing our minds. But actually, Swamiji is dehypnotizing us, because from the idea of this I am the body concept. So, if a man is drunken, then how to get rid of that what we call drowsiness from him? He has to be fed buttermilk from time to time. Then the drunkenness will go, the drowsiness will go. In the same way, if we take positive things, positive ideas, if we infuse into our minds, then those things makes free from the idea of this I am body concept. Several times we do not attempt because of we have so many fears. Fear of failure, fear of opposition, stage fright, fear of loneliness, fear of non-acceptance, fear of rejection. All these kinds of fears, because of fears, we do not try to attempt. We cannot go forward. But Swamiji says we have to face them boldly. Face the terrible, face it boldly, Swamiji says. The moment you start facing them, those obstacles will flee before you. They will run away. Once Swamiji was in Varanasi, he was going on a narrow path. One side was a big wall was there. To climb it is very difficult. The other side was a big pond is there. On that narrow path, Swamiji was walking. Suddenly, Swamiji observed that a group of monkeys were chasing him. He has to solve the problem. He has to face those brutes. How to do that? He started running. The monkeys also chased him. And they were about to attack him. Suddenly, another monk sitting nearby on the wall told Swamiji, face those brutes, that's all. Swamiji immediately turned back and looked at those monkeys, that's all. Looked at him, the monkeys ran away again. Swamiji forgot, he had a staff in his hands. When we are afraid, we forget our strength. And at one time, there was a big room, a prison. In that prison, there are several people who are imprisoned and they have long hands. And to the long hands, they have long spoons. Food was served to them. Not served, food was thrown at them. But they could not take that food to their mouth. So they were afraid of death. Because if they can't take that food, they can't survive. They can't keep their bodies. Then suddenly one idea flashed in one person's mind. I cannot feed that food to my mouth, but I can feed it to others' mouth. That kind of selflessness also brings happiness. We can overcome the many kinds of fears, Swamiji says. And in future, whatever it may be the obstacles arise, I can overcome in any way. I shall fight. That is called Purushakara, manliness. I'm a hero. I don't have any fear. I can face anything. That kind of attitude we have to develop. And one more thing is the detachment. Bhoge roga bhayam kule chuti bhayam, like that says Vairagya Shataka one shloka. That means the power of detachment. Swamiji again and again said, children have to be taught the power of detachment and the power of concentration. With these things, they can do Karma Yoga very well. We do not know how to detach from a work as quickly as possible. When we know that power of detachment, we can detach from any kind of thing. And we can be united with and we remain in our real nature. If we are able to detach from all the things, that happens in meditation. When we observe our minds, that kind of inner traveling should be there every day. That calls for the strength from infinite. The power of detachment is very good. And we are always, when we are attached to some work, we are always afraid of its pain and pleasure, success and failure. And when we get rid of the thought of results, we can perform better. That was told in the Gita. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Arjuna was afraid about the results. If they win also, if they lose also, the result he cannot bear. So Krishna asked him to not to think about the fruits of the action. You perform your action, that's all. That releases you from fear. Okay? Have a wonderful day ahead. Please proceed to the class.